They looked at my age before they looked at my courage. They asked questions before I touched the ball. Too young, too early, too fragile. But no one asked how it feels to walk onto a pitch where history is heavier than your body. I didn't grow into football slowly. Football pulled me forward. One moment I was a kid watching the lights from the stands. The next moment the lights were on me. People think youth is fearless. It's not. Youth feels everything louder, every whistle, every stare, every expectation. They see talent and forget that talent still breathes, still doubts, still feels pressure. They said enjoy it. But enjoyment disappears when mistakes were permanent, when millions are watching and you're still learning who you are. They didn't see a boy. They saw a shortcut, a solution, a spark, and sparks burn fast if you don't protect them. I stepped onto a pitch where legends were built, where names are remembered only if they survive the wait. I wasn't prepared for the silence before the noise. A moment when your heart beats louder than the stadium. They think confidence arrives with talent. It doesn't. Confidence arrives after surviving doubt. And doubt arrived early for me. Every touch was analyzed. Every decision judged. If I played freely, they called it reckless. If I played carefully, they called it fear. There was no space to just be. When you are young, people don't give advice, they give opinions. And opinions are louder when they think you shouldn't be here yet. I learned quickly that pressure doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't care about your age. It doesn't care about your dreams. It asks only one thing: can you stand here without shrinking? I felt the weight before I felt the pride. Responsibility came first. Celebration came later. And sometimes it didn't come at all. Because when you are young, you are not allowed to fail quietly. Your mistakes are lessons for the whole world. I wasn't trying to prove anything. I was trying to survive the moment without losing myself inside it. Talent brought me here, but talent alone doesn't tell you how to breathe when pressure sits on your chest. They said, he's not ready. But readiness isn't a switch, it's a process. And processes are painful when they happen in public. I learned that football is not just about ability, it's about presence. About standing tall when your legs feel small. About choosing courage when doubt feels natural. He threw me into a stage meant for grown men. And I realized something: age doesn't protect you here, only mentality does. Standing tall doesn't mean you're not scared, it means you don't run when fear arrives. Fear showed up early for me, not in big moments, in the quiet ones, the moments after the match, when the noise faded and the question stayed. Did I do enough? Did I make the right choice? Do they still believe? People think pressure builds you instantly. It doesn't. First, it breaks pieces of you, and it asks if you're willing to rebuild. I learned that growing fast means growing lonely, because when you are young and visible, everyone talks about you. Very few talk to you. They debate your future like it's a theory. They forget you still have to live inside it. I stopped listening to the noise, not because it disappeared, but because I understood something. Noise feeds on reaction. Silence feeds on focus. So I chose focus. Not perfection, not approval, focus. I learned to slow my breathing when the stadium rushed me, to trust my instincts even when doubt felt louder. Because temptation at this level is punishment. They said, enjoy it while it lasts. As if this was temporary, as if belief had an expiration date, but belief grows when it's tested early. I didn't ask to be ready, I was asked to perform, and performance doesn't care about age. It only responds to courage. Every match taught me something they don't show in highlights, that confidence isn't loud, it's quiet repetition. Doing the same thing right again and again until fear loses its grip. I stopped thinking about being young. I started thinking about being responsible. Because when you wear a badge with history stitched into it, you don't get to hide behind numbers. You stand up or step aside, and stepping aside was never an option. I accepted that mistakes would come, that criticism would follow, that patience would be tested. Not because I was ready, but because waiting wouldn't make me braver. Experience doesn't arrive before responsibility. It arrives because of it. I learned that pressure is not the enemy. Comfort is. Comfort tells you to slow down. Pressure tells you to sharpen, and chose to sharpen. If you're watching this and you feel thrown into something before you feel prepared, if life put you on a stage you didn't ask for, understand this: being early doesn't mean being wrong. It means your lessons arrive sooner. You don't need permission to grow into responsibility. You need commitment to survive it. They can keep asking if I'm ready. Readiness is not a moment. It's a decision you make every time you step forward instead of back. I may be young, but I'm learning fast. And learning under pressure creates something age never can: presence.